Tenet is a 2020 science fiction espionage film written and directed by Christopher Nolan, starring Denzel Washington's offspring, and he has to stop something that is somehow worse than World War III. To get the job done, he is armed with the word Tenet and time inversion. What did I like about the movie? For starters, John David Washington and Robert Pattinson are super cool. They're cooler than a tuxedo in Antarctica, being worn by an air conditioner. In the film, they wear suits, kick butt, take names, travel to beautiful locations. What is not to like? So if you're going to ask me, J-Mark, I'm going to spend my 50 hard-earned dollars to take my family to go see Tenet. Is the cool factor up to snuff? You can bet your willy cool factor's up to snuff. Christopher Nolan does not need to make a James Bond film. In a couple years, James Bond is going to want to make a Tenet film. Another great thing about Tenet is the soon-to-be iconic action sequences in this movie. We've all seen hundreds of fight sequences and large-scale battle sequences, but the way that Nolan manipulated time in Tenet made for an insanely fun action movie, and no doubt will inspire action movies to come. So much so that your grandkids are going to be asking you someday, "Grandpa, tell us about the time that you watched Tenet in theaters. We're learning about Tenet in our film class." Some of the sequences in Tenet will be as iconic as Inception. For sure. No, you're not dreaming. I just said that with my lips. The music in Tenet. Who knew that a movie not composed by Hans Zimmer could be good? The score for Tenet is heart-poundingly intense, unique, sounds like it's going in reverse at times, and it's every bit as good as the scores for Nolan's other films. I'm always impressed with what Nolan's able to capture in camera. It is honestly jaw-dropping at times. The amount of extras and in-camera practical effects that he uses with barely any CGI, it's staggering. If you want to spend your 200 hard-earned dollars on a movie with world records amount of green screen, and so you pick Tenet, you are going to bawl your little eyes out in disappointment. Tenet is not perfect though. Tenet has such a breakneck pace, weird sound mixing, confusing plot elements like time inversion, and an espionage plot line to keep up with that it felt like the plot took off without me and left me in the dust. To be honest with you, I find Mission Impossible hard to follow at times, so imagine trying to follow an espionage storyline that's going simultaneously forwards and backwards in time. Suffice it to say, my brain melted. Luckily though, when your brain turns to mush and drool starts coming out of your mouth because this movie's so hard to follow at times, at least you have a movie that looks and sounds incredible. So, you know, it's not all bad. I think Tenet is a frustratingly great action film. Not perfect, but definitely worth your 300 hard-earned dollars. I give Tenet 8 Denzel Washingtons out of 10.